Okay, we're live there. Boom. Live on the gram, live on YouTube, live on Facebook, Twitter, X. Alex showed up for work. Okay, all right. Everything is in place. Start it back from the top. Okay. All right. Here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Monday evening. Another edition of KFTV's postgame live presented by DraftKings. The last one of 2024, and we're making it a good one, man, because part two in the nation's capital, aka MSG South, with the Knicks taking on the Wizards. All eyes were on what was gonna be of Jalen Brunson. Would he be a repeat act of the double nickel? But that wasn't the case, because his roommate Josh Hart wanted to get in on the action with a classic, quintessential Josh Hart game. A 23 point, 15 rebound, 10 assist double-double. He had all five Knicks in double figures, and Hart all but overshadowing a quiet Karl-Anthony Towns 32-point double-double. So, hey, man, Knicks roll, this time taking care of business. 126-106. Another win for the good guys. 8 in a row as they return home to MSG victorious. And the winning continues on the number one show for the fans by the fans, man. Call us up, 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. Let's go. 8 in a row. All right, man. Al, how you feeling, man?
Hey, what up, CP?
Yeah.
How are you doing? What's good, Knicks Nation? I see that CP gave you the old foot trick.
Yeah.
Thinking that I quit, man. Man, you know, just got to go a little load management, you know?
Sometimes you finally showed up for work, man.
Finally showed up for work. Yeah, man, you know what it is around here. You CP over here, he's like Tom Thibodeau. He's like, yo, minutes. CP will have me out there running like Josh Hart. Actually, better yet, he'll be having me running out here like Mikal Bridges, bro. All right, so got to take a little rest, relaxation. Had to go back to the yard. You know what it is, man. Had to go back to the home country, go hang out with the family in Jamaica for a bit. It's good times, man. Good times.
You gotta claim your low management over here, man, because if you rock it with me, we don't take no days off, no time off. Monday through Sunday we were working, man. But anyway, welcome back, and hey, Knicks got another one, man. Shout out to Josh Hart in this one. You know, when you play a team 2 nights in a row or 2 games back to back, obviously you can expect adjustments. And I expected, because I was very surprised at the Wizards' lack of intensity in terms of the attention to Jalen Brunson as he was dropping 55 points on their head. Tonight was a bit different story. I thought they tried a lot harder, were much more aggressive in their coverages around him, but that opened things up for others. And in particular, this was Josh Hart's night, man. And I thought, you know, he really started it in that second quarter with the back-to-back threes, and that really set that tone for them going forward, man. Great job by him tonight.
Absolutely. This was a Josh Hart game, man, and I tweeted this out. He injects so much energy into this starting five, into this team, man. I mean, I don't know if you felt this way, but as I was watching the game, it kind of felt like everybody was a little bit of sleepwalking tonight, you know, where they were just kind of going through the motions. You know, we know Cat walked into 32 points tonight and 13 boards. Like, if you're watching this game tonight, at no point did it feel like Karl-Anthony Towns was like dominating. He just consistently and evenly was putting up points as the game progressed. And the next thing you know, you look up at the box score and you're like, whoa, he had 32 points. He just makes it look that easy, as he's been doing since I've been gone. But for Josh Hart, you felt when his presence was being made in that second quarter, as you pointed out. And look, while guys were just trying to getting to their spots, you needed somebody who was willing to just grab the bull by the horns and fight for what was theirs. And that's what Josh Hart did in the second quarter, man. So you need a guy like that, especially when you're going against a Wizards team who's trying to prove themselves. You see a young team out here just trying to learn. Alex Sarr, Koulibaly, you know, you had Champagnie out here. And you had Bub Carrington out here who was doing a decent job too. And you see these guys trying to make a name for themselves. And look, if Josh Hart didn't do what he did, this game could have been a little bit closer. Knicks obviously turned it up in the fourth quarter, but Josh Hart tonight, man, showing you why, as you call him, Mr. Everything. He did everything tonight.
Yeah. Mr. Everything. And as you mentioned that, we're showing the replay. One of the best plays I saw him make in this game tonight was in the first half, where the Wizards put 2 on the ball with Brunson. Josh Hart in the short roll gets the ball and then finds OG, I think, for the dunk. And, that's the type of play why Josh Hart to me is so important in this lineup. It's his playmaking ability and his smarts, because all game, the way that he was moving in the space, finding the holes in that Wizards defense to either score or make the next play, he was brilliant tonight. They mentioned it on the MSG telecast. Han was really complimenting his IQ, and it was off the charts tonight. So I thought that was vital, just having him out there, just making those plays when the Wizards were trying to get the ball out of Jalen's hands. And then I mentioned the second quarter with the back-to-back-to-back threes. That was key because this Knicks bench has been struggling. Mm-hmm. And you had a lineup that you hadn't seen much of, or maybe even at all, where it was McBride, it was Payne, Shamet, Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns. And, McBride fought and he got his production later in the game. He had to fight through it defensively, especially. But, Payne's been struggling. Shamet just coming back from the injury. That's just Hart kind of just knowing, like, all right, we're stuck in the mud right now. I got to assert myself. I got to be that much more aggressive and make a play for my team, because the Wizards really weren't respecting him either.
No, they weren't. And look, the Knicks have been struggling with threes over the last couple of games now. Even honestly, through this 8-game winning streak, they've been like trying to work things through, and that's kind of why we harp on the defense a little bit, because your offense can come and go, right? Your defense can always stay because that's mostly effort. And so against the Wizards team, you obviously get a little bit more slack. This team is young. You see it in the fourth quarter. This team starts reeling. You have a guy like Kyle Kuzma who then decides to make it all about himself, poor fouling, all this. What are you doing, man? You just returned.
They didn't miss him
from November, and now you're out here making it all about you. Well, this game was like in the balance. Yeah. It's just insane. And so a young team like this is where it shows the poise of the New York Knicks, though. But once again, going back to what we're talking about, just the offense, 15 of 44 from downtown. This is where, looking at the defense, man. And Knicks on an 8-game winning streak, they took advantage of the month of December. This was a soft part of the schedule. They took advantage of it. That's what you wanted to see. And hopefully during this soft part, they were able to gel a little bit more, know where they're going to be positioned on the floor, right, where everybody is. Obviously, Brunson being that, being the facilitator, but guys like Josh Hart, Cat, figuring the entire system out that way. They can gel, will keep them more cohesive, because you're going to have, starting this Friday, a tougher opponent in the Oklahoma City Thunder. So, December is now over. You did a great job, 8-game winning streak. You showed that you were able to grind some tough games out, even with teams that were missing stars, going through their own stuff, their own issues. You want to see it. Now let's see what you learned through the soft part of December moving forward, because the battle is now even going to get much tougher.
Yeah, no question, man. Call us up, 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord. Knicks get number 8 in a row, 126-106. They beat the Wizards. Tough go at the three-point line early, kind of a carryover. They've been kind of in a shooting slump when it comes from three. They started the game off 1-for-11 from three, and then they finished 15 of 44. So they shoot a 34% from downtown. They were able to get it going a bit more, especially in the second half. Josh Hart, 4 of 8. So 4 of those 15 came from Josh Hart. You had OG trying to break out of his slump, 4 of 11 for OG. So those two guys were the ones that kind of had it primarily. Shamet goes 2 for 2, mostly in garbage time. Town, good.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think Josh Hart's percent? They just updated NBA stats, by the way.
Yeah.
What do you think Josh Hart's 3-point percentage is right now?
40.
Damn near close. It's 39.3%.
There you go.
We do 3.5 attempts per game.
On how much?
3.5 threes per game. So he's close to 4 attempts per game, knocking down 39%. That's what you want to see, man.
Career
letting
high.
it rip.
Yeah. And they were disrespecting him in this game, man. You know, part of the attention that they were showing Jalen Brunson and everybody else, they had Valanciunas playing way off of him. He finally picked up a 3-second violation because I thought he was camped out there the entire night. He finally picked one up. Yeah, late in the fourth quarter. I'm like, bro, this guy's been in the red the entire time. But either way, you know, they're sagging off of him, but Josh Hart stepped right into it with confidence, knocking it down, hit a couple other jumpers in that second quarter. I think second quarter he had about maybe 15. I thought he had
17. I thought he had 17 in the second quarter.
There you go. Yeah, he had 17 in the second quarter. So that was just great offense. And like I said, especially with that Knicks bench struggling and getting outscored again by the Wizards bench. Wizards bench outscoring the Knicks was 38. 45, 50. Damn near 54 points the Wizards bench scored to just set 22 for the Knicks. So you needed that. You needed that from Josh Hart, and you needed it from the rest of the Knicks. All five in double figures. It's a good game. Good game. You take that, man.
17 points, 6 boards, 2 assists in the second quarter. Josh Hart shooting 75% from the field and from downtown within almost 11 minutes in that second quarter. Man almost played the entire second and gave you critical production to keep this to get the lead for the Knicks before going into the half. And he was the highest scorer in that quarter by far. The next highest scorer was OG Anunoby with 5 points. After that, it was Karl-Anthony Towns with 3. So Josh Hart, hey, it's not often you see Josh, going out there and looking like the go-to option, but hey, love to see it, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely love to see it. And I just have to touch on the Valanciunas thing because defensively, yes, there were times where I'm like, he is camped out in the lane. Even offensively, that man, I was like, when do we start the 3 seconds for the offense? Because he is like taking forever to just get that turnaround fadeaway going on anybody.
Pitching a tent out there. So he starts going off, but then in fourth quarter, you had a Towns eruption where once Valanciunas goes to the bench, Towns just starts putting it on Alex Sarr, man, just putting in work, schooling him. And then all of a sudden you look up at Karl-Anthony Towns has 32 points and 13 rebounds on 13 and 19 shooting from the field. Hey, that's just the balance of this team and how dangerous they are. It's good to see, man, when Brunson's on the bench.
21 points for Towns in the second half, 9 for 11 from the field, so he shot 82%, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Only got 3 rebounds in the second half, but the 21 points certainly necessary to close this thing out. How about the dunks in the fourth quarter to really close this thing out? Once he dunked, I was like, all right, this thing's over. Once he had the reverse, I was like, yeah, this is over, man. Now we're in the point of go home, Wizards. It's over. You're not getting back into this one. And this was after Kyle Kuzma was like, this is going to be about me now. I am back. Yeah. I have returned.
They did not miss him. they didn't miss him whatsoever. They were probably like, oh, man, this dude's back. Damn. But, hey.
Who do you think is worse to see return coming from the bench? Kyle Kuzma or Jordan Poole? Who would you not want to see return from that bench?
I got to say Poole because at least Kuzma's going to give you a little more effort defensively. Whereas Poole's just there to get money.
Just to truly chuck shots.
Yeah. Well, we just got some scrappers. I like Carrington. I think Koulibaly's starting to get more comfortable. His defense is on point. I like how he defends. You can see how they want to deploy him. Kispert always seems to get money against the Knicks off the bench.
Sarr's looking good too.
Sarr's looking good.
He's a rookie, so I'm expecting Towns to go out there and go get his against a young guy.
Yeah.
But you see Sarr, especially defensively, you see where the potential. Still lean, still has to get into the NBA gym and put on some muscle, but Wizards aren't looking too bad, man.
Yeah.
Outside of Kuzma and Poole, they got something where you could say, all right, this could be a nice little, feisty team. Probably, I don't know when, but
yeah,
it could go in the direction of what the Pistons are trying to do this year.
True.
What I'm saying.
True indeed, man. What else? I thought I liked Mikal Bridges' energy early in this game. I thought his energy was on point early. Offensively, defensively. He's crashing the glass a little bit. He was hustling. I did like his energy early. 6 of 15 from the field. He goes 13 points, 6 assists, 6 boards, 2 steals. It's a good night for Mikal Bridges. I thought he gave them good effort and good energy early in this game.
You know, I was hoping to return from my time away to see the Donald Duck type performance from Mikal Bridges tonight, but I had to, you know, I'll take Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns, but I was like, okay, for Bridges, man, look, it's just him getting comfortable. He's looking comfortable. I mean, didn't take a lot of shots in this game, but he did stuff that you're going to constantly like to see from him: cutting, playing defense, jumping the passing lanes, using his wingspan to deter opponents from wanting to drive or even get it too far into the paint. So he's getting more comfortable in the defense. I feel like the only thing I'll say is that while we have seen him improve at the point of attack defense and, you know, fight over screens and really try to, you know, get in guys' grills and just like deter them and just like throw them off their rhythm, I just want to see a little bit more of that, because I feel like it kind of wanes from game to game.
It's fair. Fair enough, man. Shout out to Vandal on the boards. Our franchise channel member sends I believe, a $15 super chat, their third super chat on a KFTV live stream. They says, just got home from the game. Always a lot of Knicks fans there, but tonight was on another level. Knicks set all day. Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah.
You can hear the Knicks fans on the TV, on the broadcast, man. You can hear them on the broadcast.
Absolutely, man. And Han did make a reference to that on the telecast. It was a KFTV reference. He didn't shout us out though. I was a little insulted by that.
Come on, Han.
Yeah,
you're a friend of the program.
Come on, Han, man. You know. So you can shout me out. Don't be afraid to shout us out on the show. Anyway,
on, man. You said it on ESPN Radio. You can say it over the MSG airwaves.
You know, you can shout us out, so it's okay, man. Anyway, $20 super chats from William Burton, franchise channel member, says Towns put Sar in the trunk. Put him in the trunk, Al. One of our favorite memory of 2024, and we're gonna drop the best of 2024 podcast, mixtape, whatever you want to call it. That's coming out New Year's Eve, man. I'm very excited to drop that. Our greatest hits of the year, Al. Looking forward to that one, man. We haven't recorded it yet, but it's gonna be a good one. Welcome back. We got work to do.
They say under pressure and under duress is when great things happen.
That's when I do my best work, man. That's when I do my best work. But
I can only imagine you in college when an essay was done.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right, let's get to the phones here. What the people got to say. We'll get to some more stuff here. CP and Alex on the ones and twos. Pops the Legend on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Pops the Legend.
First of all, I want to wish you guys a happy and safe New Year's.
Same to you, man.
And let's keep this thing rolling.
Absolutely. Same to you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Obviously, this is going to be a Josh Hart celebration. So, Mr. Lunchman, blue collar, packed Mike and Eggs in his lunchbox, went to work, and, ended off the year with definitely a need for him to have a Josh Hart game, especially in the second quarter, to get them going. Because where would we be right now without that man?
Exactly. They needed that. They did.
Well, guys, I actually snuck out. I'm having with wifey. I'm having dinner with wifey. So let me get back to that.
All right, there you go, man. Pops the Legend. Left the restaurant to come tap in, get his post-game takes in, and he's back at it now. Back to date night.
Oh, man.
We are a wife-friendly show. We say that all the time. This is a family show. We're a wife-friendly show, man.
Good God. God bless to all you who are sneaking out of dinner to make a call to us. Let me tell you, if you're at a nice dinner and you're celebrating something right now, and they found out, I hope you all earned enough credit like Rambo did.
Yeah.
Right? You all better been cleaning dishes and doing stuff to earn that type of credit.
Facts. Oh, no, the other night, you missed it. The other Orlando game when we won, Rambo checked in. He sent a super chat and said he had to go. He had to go watch 90 Day Fiance. So he checked in with the super chat.
90 Day Fiance.
Tapped in with the family and said, I got a boogie. I got to, he had the TV for 3 hours. So you got to, it's a balance. It's a balance there, fellas. So we trying to say. But shout out Pops the Legend. His pimp hand is strong, man. He said, wait on that, then I got to get my thoughts in. You know what I'm saying?
God bless. 90 days. Oof.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
See, that's the part where you got to start conniving and thinking of other things just to get out of some terrible TV shows, man.
Yeah.
That's where you really gotta get creative.
Absolutely.
I couldn't do that.
Shout out to Malcolm M. Alex, franchise channel member. He says, any New Year's resolutions for the Knicks squad? Let's make that the last segment on the show. We're gonna talk about our New Year's Knicks solutions. New Year's Knicks solutions. You know what I'm saying? A little play on words there, Al.
There you go. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
MSG South, we were heavy in the building. Shout out to STG Knick. He sent me some footage from courtside. Yeah, he was right there. He was in the mix.
Courtside.
Yeah, then I saw him on the MSG telecast. You know what I'm saying? He was getting the footage, man. He was definitely in there getting in the mix. STG Knick, go ahead and I'll mute your mic.
What's up, guys? What's up? Great win.
How you feeling, man? I seen you right there in the courtside. Whose jersey did you have on? You had on a white jersey?
Yep, that was me. Yep, white JB jersey.
Oh, yeah. You were in there, man. How was it?
It was good. It was good. Knicks fans were in there heavy again. MSG South represent. It felt great to end off 2024 on a win. I feel like we rarely end a calendar year off on a win, but we did it this year finally.
Yeah.
And Josh Hart, like the previous caller mentioned there, in the second quarter, 17 points, hit like 3 straight threes. And like you said before, too, disrespecting him. Like they're leaving him open. He's up to like 40-something% now. It's like you got to start getting out there a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think with the Wizards, it was probably just a pick your poison type of thing, man. Like, when you're out there, you're trying to stop JB. You got Mikal, who's red hot. OG can kill you. You got to pick somebody. You can't take everybody away, so got to take a chance somewhere.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I thought some guys that have been struggling recently definitely looked like they tried to get going a little bit more, especially like OG and Deuce. Like I thought Deuce was definitely impactful. He had 3 steals. He had like an inbound steal, hit a 3 there. And then OG, I don't know how many shots. I think it was like 14 shots, but that definitely feels like the most he's shot since that 31-point game he had last week. So looks like they're trying to, get him involved a little bit more. And then Cat, took over there in the second half. No 3-pointers made. Like he was going at Valanciunas the whole second half, down the low. And they had a nice few pick and rolls there with Hart. Has some nice dunks, easy baskets. So overall, great performance, especially in the second half, and a great way to close out 2024.
Yes, sir. Get home safe, man, and enjoy. Good footage, man. Good footage. If you have any more, go ahead and tag us.
Sounds good. Happy New Year's, guys. I'll see you on Christmas or New Year's Day.
Yes, sir. STG Knick on the Discord. Yeah, he was right there on the end line there, Al. You can see him on the coverage.
Look at that.
Getting it going.
That's the flex, man.
Yeah.
Being out there. I met Nick because he went out to school in Boston, so I got to catch him after Celtics game. He hit me.
Okay.
Got to meet him. Nice guy.
Yeah, good guy.
Really appreciates the program. So salute to you, Nick,
for sure,
for being a big supporter. But man, flexing.
Yeah.
But like, I saw the clip talking about ratings. Because everyone wants to bring up ratings for the NBA. Like this is some newfound discovery. And I agree with you, man.
Yeah.
Knicks are always rocking. Knicks fans are always rocking. Yeah. Don't put us in that category.
Don't ever tell us we're bad fans. We do this. We're toxic. Don't ever do that. I never bought that to begin with. But it's just
we
case.
We pack out MSG for a losing team.
We pack out MSG for a losing team for years and years and years, and then we go to your house and pack out your building for your losing team. You should be honoring us. We should be getting plaques in everybody's building.
Wait a minute, CP. Wasn't this the same fan base where Philly said, no, we can't sell?
Yeah.
We can't sell.
Right. Look what happened in Philly, man. They had a 5-alarm blaze. They had to beg people to come into the building for Game 6. And they still lost Game 6. That was beautiful. Shout out to JB and OG and them. Okay, let's hear from Josh Hart, man. The hero of the night, or one of the many Knick heroes of the night. Let's hear from Josh Hart. Hear what he had to say. Here he was with Bill Pito on MSG. Here we go, Al.
Josh, great to see you. Congrats. You guys are only up by 2 at the half. You blew it open in the second half. What was the difference?
We just executed. We got stops. We played fast. We played to our strengths. Sometimes it takes us a little while to wake up, but, we always do.
Triple-double for you, your third of the year. What's it like to do all of that, play such great basketball in your hometown?
Oh, man, it's great. You see the love, man. This is, a home game. What's this? Play 82 games. This home game, 42 and 43. So
foul on Rick Brunson, by the way.
Yeah, foul.
Look out, here comes Jalen.
Don't. I will. Oh, you lucky I turned to the Lord.
I warned you.
You did. You did. I appreciate it.
Any New Year's resolutions for you?
Nope,
I'll make you a deal. I'll give up Mike and Ike's if you give up Mike and Ike's.
Nah, that's never gonna happen. Mike and Ike ain't never gonna happen. New Year's resolution, man. Keep winning, grow my faith, and be a good dad.
All right, Josh. Hey, congrats on a great game.
Appreciate it.
There you go. Well said by Josh Hart. Locker room going at him again. You got to love the locker room chemistry, man. This team is locked in. The chemistry is off the charts. And they rock out with one another, man. They ride with each other, man.
The jokes are going on in the locker room, outside of the locker room. What was it? I think they were doing the buying like a goat for Jalen Brunson after he dropped 55. Yeah. Tonight you see what Deuce was doing to Brunson too during the it's you can see that the vibes are immaculate for this team, man. That's a big part. You don't even if you think about just regular day-to-day life, you want to make sure that you're going to your office, you feel comfortable, that you feel like you can be yourself. Because that, if you could be yourself, then you can perform at your best. And so that's what we're seeing right now for this Knicks team. Everyone just feels comfortable. They're really fostering a good team camaraderie, right? And that's very important for this. And look, we're not just seeing it on the court. Guys have reported about it too. I think you had I think Edwards or even Bondi mentioned it when you talk about how things are going on for this team. And so stuff like that is very critical, man. So love seeing that, especially for all the people who love to read body languages. You should love seeing this, man. Here you go. Look at that. They're all happy on the court.
There you go. Hey, maybe all of the fan love on the road, maybe it helps them. Maybe it helps galvanize them. They never really face hostile territory. I mean, what's the most hostile place in the NBA to play right now? Maybe it's still even Utah.
Is he Utah? I don't know.
Is it Boston?
Yeah.
Philly got soft.
I can tell you this.
Yeah.
Going to a Knicks Celtics game is not. It wouldn't be as contentious as it probably should be.
Yeah. You go all the time.
It's not as contentious,
right? Being there,
and the heckling is pretty weak for Boston fans. I'm not gonna lie, man. You guys got to step it up a little bit.
Yeah,
you can't be I'm in the front. This is last season. Knicks lost that game when they were out there. The first time they were in Boston, I have this guy saying, "Sit down, you're a Knicks fan," and I'm like trying to get my attention. I'm like, bro, is that really the best thing you got? It's just telling me to sit down because I'm a Knicks fan. He's like, "Stop rooting for the Knicks." I'm like, bro, I need a little bit more.
Yeah,
need a little more if you're going to try to get my attention. Joseph
Baffy in the chat says Indy. Randy Johnson says Indy. Maybe it's yeah. You know what? I think I would go Indy. Nah. We're too heavy there. They're mad fair weather. They'll get loud when they start winning, but that'll be in the fourth quarter because it takes them between halftime and about 8 minutes to go in the fourth before they're all in their seats. Because they got the club in there, and it gets popping in there. The little lounge. Shout out my guy Jay. Rebecca's holding it down behind the bar. You could easily just be posted up down there. So I wouldn't say I think Indy's on point. Remember last year, 2 years ago, LeBron had people thrown out of there.
This is true.
So I think it could be Indy still.
Gosh darn tootin' that we got to get these Knicks fans out of here.
Oh, the Pacer fans got at us heavily after that Game 7 loss, man. They got at us. They did not like our imitations.
No, they did not.
They did not like it, man. They were here for a week straight. And I was like, yeah, you know what?
Well, gee willikers, they're making fun of us again.
They were not happy, man. So, all right, man. Yuri on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
Happy New Year's Eve. Getting close to it.
Yes, sir. You too, man.
Where's the CP? And we got another pack coming. This is called the Wizards pack. We got the Wizard getting really smoked right now. I don't know where that man Star is at. He had a good first half. But where did he get posted? He got posted by my man Cat. Get your ass back over there. Go on that bench. Sorry about the gambling vibes. I'm trying to keep it clean.
Hey, it's all good, man. Let's go, man.
Josh Hart. Give him that man the game ball.
Yeah.
We need a team. Every team needs to have a Josh Hart. But luckily for us, we have him. So, LOL.
There you go, man.
And nitpicking, I kind of am getting tired of slow starts from the Knicks. I don't know why they have slow starts troubles. Because this is only just a nitpick. Because if they go up against good teams like Boston, Cleveland, just to name a few, I feel like that's really come back and bite them in the later half of the game.
Yeah.
I would like to see the slow starts get fixed up. That's my New Year's resolution for the Knicks. Try to fix up the slow starts going into January.
Okay. All right.
What about you, CP and Alex? What's your
Yeah.
Knicks resolution?
Well, we're gonna move it to the end just because I want to get all the calls through and make sure everybody gets their takes in. But yeah, it's a good topic. It's definitely a good topic. We're just gonna move it to the end of the show just to keep the show flowing. You know what I'm saying? But good call. Shout out to Yuri. Happy New Year to you. Christian P98 on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, loud and clear. How you feeling?
All right. Christian P from Indianapolis, previously from Muncie. I know you guys pulled up the map last time I was on and trying to figure out where that was at. But to the previous point about worst road places to play, I was at Game 4 last year in Indianapolis, and it's pretty tough in there. You got the bumps and chants going on. You got a lot of negativity. I wear my Knicks gear, proud, but Indy's a different beast, I will say.
Okay. All right. Good. This is good intel right here. Appreciate that.
Yeah, and I was at the game earlier this year. Yeah, not a fan. I hate going to watch the game there.
This man speaking from experience.
Yeah, I'm cursed in that place. I should not go back. But anyways, the one thing I wanted to make is we've talked a lot about the different people that could be all-stars. When do we start having the Josh Hart all-star conversation? Because he kind of reminds me of that Draymond Green role that the Warriors had. I know the records might not be the same when they were at their peak, but I'm just saying, he does it all. He's Mr. Everything, and he continues to show why he is that good. So that's all I got.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the call. Yeah, those guys, the stat sheet guys, it's hard to get in that way, man. What do you think, Al? I also think it's typically the best team, the team with the best record, that could potentially get those three guys.
It's tough it's definitely the team with the best record that's going to get three players in the All-Star. Look, Knicks aren't too far right now, man. They're right behind. They're a half game behind Boston right now.
Half game.
So they could easily get. No, I shouldn't say. Let me walk that back. Not easily get, but they could be in that category to potentially have three players in that All-Star. I mean, if we just look at the East, who are at those positions? Cat's got to be,
starting.
Automatic starting.
Yep.
No question. Or front court by how they're going. Brunson, another guy that should be a starter. He should be an All-Star, no question. At this point, the things that will make somebody an All-Star are the numbers. And so if you start going down, the numbers on this team, who is deserving of that spot, this is where it starts to get a little tricky, because is Josh Hart, averaging the amount that you need to make that? At one point, we thought it was going to be OG.
Yeah.
Is he averaging that amount? So, Brunson's averaging 25 points on the season. Cat with close to 25. It's 24.7. The next guy is Bridges with 18. OG with 16. And then Josh is averaging, all under 15 points, 14.4, right? You'll get the rebounding. He's obviously there. He's better than Bridges and OG when it comes to that category. Same thing with assists. So could he? I think it would be a little tough with those numbers. I think you need to do something. I think he would need to be closer to the 20-point mark. If he was averaging 18 points with those type of numbers, he should definitely be there. I think he needs to just bump it. If he bumped it up 4 more points, I think you can't really argue with him being an all-star. Because even when you think about Draymond, right? Draymond was doing, he was really padding that stat sheet with everything. I just think for Josh Hart, he needs a little bit more just because of the position he's at.
Yeah.
Draymond's playing the 4. So, you don't necessarily need to be that high-scoring power forward in the league to get that position, to get that nod at that time. At the shooting guard position, because he's going to be looked at as a guard. There's going to be a little bit more tougher competition for him to just get into that role. So you would have to up his scoring or something of that nature.
Salute to everybody in the chat. Good points. Good points. I totally agree with you there. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP and Alex on the ones and twos. KFTV postgame live, the last one of 2024. And this one's presented by DraftKings, man. Shout out to Nicky Pipes, Al. A $100 super chat on the YouTube side. He says, great to see the Generals finally back in action. The cream always rises to the top. Salute. Shout out to Nicky Pipes, man. In the Cody Glock voice. And where's Cody Glock, man? We haven't seen the Glocks on the Discord, man. He hasn't blessed us with any holiday cheer. So Cody Glock, if you're out there, man, holla at your boys, man. Put an APB out on you.
Maybe we make, I don't know. I feel like there should be a Cody Glock call coming in at some point. Mitchell Robinson did post on IG, man. You know?
Yeah, he did. He did, right, today?
He did. He posted today, saying don't sleep on him, essentially.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe Cody wants to come in and chime in on that post. I don't know.
Let's go. Salute, man. Salute to everybody on the Facebook side at Bro Mike. I see you, David Dominique in here. I see you. Shout out to you guys, everybody on Instagram. We see you guys in the chat as well. If you guys are new here, we got, over 2,000 people watching cumulatively. If you guys are new here, throw a hashtag new in the chat and we will shout you guys out, man. CP and Alex on the ones and twos. Okay, let's take another call and then we will get to our key stats of the night here, Al. Let's load up some Knicks fans in here. Some people waiting. Let's see who we got. OS Jedi on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Do we have OS Jedi?
Hey, yep. Everyone's having a blessed night.
Good one, man. How you doing?
Good. So great game from the Knicks tonight. Mm-hmm. So I'm forward looking at this point. I'm looking at January. So I was looking at the schedule. It is a really rough schedule moving forward. Not just that, I looked at Boston's schedule. Mm-hmm. That's also just as rough as the Knicks schedule. We're half a game behind, so that means we just need to hold on to winning the games we need to win. And from there, kind of win a couple of the tough games, and we might be in second place. And the second point I wanted to make was, hey, Alex, 90 Day Fiance pays my rent, and pays the rent in a lot of people. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
All right, man. Stay up, man. OS Jedi on the Discord. Hey, man, shout out to everybody who watched 90 Day Fiance, man. Get it how you live.
That's paying the rent, man.
Yeah.
By all means, do what you got to do.
Yeah, there you go. Well, look, the schedule, it's going to balance out, right? They started off with a tough one.
Yes.
It got easier this month. And now, starting with OKC on Friday, it's time to get money, man.
Yep. Hey.
These are money time situations. Go out there and show if you truly are one of the best, right? NBA.com, Power Rankings, they're number 3 right now. Time to show and prove.
If you're about that life, show us.
Show and prove.
I'm on a website that we don't have to go on as much anymore because we're in a good position right now. I'm on tankathon.com,
There we
CP.
go. Okay.
Looking at remaining schedule strength.
Yeah.
Where do you think the Knicks rank right now?
Right now, it's so early right now. Like, those things can change, man.
For remaining schedule strength. I'm just asking that question.
21st.
You think they rank? No. So, like, the remaining.
I'm sorry. If it's 21st, then 9th.
Number 1.
Wow.
They have the toughest remaining strength of schedule right now.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Here we go.
Okay. Well, like I said, those things can change, man.
It will change. It will change. I'm just saying for right now, CP.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm ready for Friday. I'm ready to roll, man. Let's go. Hart, SGA, Jalen Williams. Let's go. We ready, man.
I'm looking forward to this one. Look, man, game of the week, you already know what it is. There's no hiding that one.
Yeah. I'm hyped, man. We ready to go. Whoever's in front of us, it's go time. This Knick team can beat anybody as long as their defense shows up. because offensively, as you see, they have so much balance. You can get it from any different player on any given night. It's just defensively and the bench. Those are my two main concerns. Hopefully that they get it together. I liked how Deuce was you could tell, man, he was fighting out there tonight. He was really trying to break out of that slump, and maybe the way he was playing physically on the defensive end, getting stops, getting steals, maybe that helps him get into more of a rhythm. Because right now his shot's just not there, but that's okay. I think he'll be all right.
Look, I thought the way that he ended the game, especially knocking down that three, the way he was just hustling, that's the way that you start to break out of those slumps. And so even though if you look at the whole game as a whole, shooting-wise, it wasn't great for him, the end of that game can transpire into the following game saying, all right, now I'm starting to get back on track. So I like the way that he closed out tonight. Honestly, though, the way that he battles what you're going to need out of this team for the rest of the schedule, man. Look, like I said, I'll keep saying it. Offense can come and go. Your defense can stay because it's all about effort and intensity and just being on a string, communication. Those are all things that part of the game that they should be able to do at bare minimum. So starting this week, man, toughest opponents remains schedule strength. They're number one right now. Get after it.
Time to get it going. Al, I want to shout out Team #new on the YouTube side. Shout out to DJ Introvert on the YouTube side. On the IG side, S Costa Do 1724. Shout out to you guys, Team #new. Welcome to the show. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, hit the share button. And lock in, man. Definitely welcome. Also, we talked about OKC this Friday. Knicks Nation, we back, man. The #1 watch party for the fans by the fans is back. Clinton Hall 36 is the place to be to watch the Knicks take on the Thunder. Doors are going to open at 6. You're going to have music by KFTV's own DJ Eric L. Beats. Children are welcome. Clinton Hall is a little bit different than Slate and 4040 and in the past. Those venues, children aren't allowed. Children are welcome, so this is a family show, family affair at Clinton Hall 36 in New York City, which is 16 West 36th Street. Make sure you guys pull up and RSVP. Free to get in with RSVP. You can go to KnicksFanTV.com or go to KFTVWatch.com to RSVP and get your tickets. And there you go, man. Gonna be a good time. Definitely going to be a good time. And then somebody in the chat was asking about that, the New York versus the World snaps, Al. You can get that at KnicksFanTV.com and go get your snaps. We got the beanies. It is beanie season as well, man. Fresh beanies, 3D embroidery. Look at that, man. Pow. Look at that. Thing's popping that orange, Al. 3D. Yours is in the mail, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Let's go.
Which one you want, the blue or the black?
I think I'm going black, man.
Okay. All right, cool, man. The world is your oyster, man. You got it, man.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Okay. All right, let's get to the key stats of the night now. Let's talk about
I thought you were about to say how the Giants blew their potential.
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm on positive vibes as we end the year and head into 2025, man. New year, new me. I'm not worried about the
I don't know what that's like, man. So
yeah,
as a football fan, I have no idea what that's like.
Yeah, we'll leave those guys in 2024, man. We moving on into bigger and better things. Lord,
Yo,
had your man out there looking like Joe Montana.
The anemic offense decided to come out against the Indianapolis Colts.
Had your man looking like Joe Montana out there. Useless game. First win of at home, last home game. Your man was looking like Johnny Unitas. Wow. Unbelievable, man.
Just remember, the New York Jets defeated Johnny Unitas.
They did.
Super Bowl III.
They did. It all ties together. Look at us. Key stats at night out brought to you by DraftKings.
Randy Johnson, I know that our Jets stink. Come on, man. You don't need to remind me. Been watching this team for way too long.
Knicks shoot 45% from the field. Riz is 42. Another tough night from the three-point line for the Knicks, at least starting the game off. They started 1 for 11 from the field from 3. They finished shooting 34% from downtown, 15 of 44. Luckily for the Wizards, what you figured, they weren't going to be as hot as they were on Saturday night. Wizards come back to earth and shoot 27% from downtown. Charity stripe, decent night for the Knicks, 84% from the charity stripe. They did win the rebounding battle convincingly after losing by 1 in Saturday's win. They won 54-46, so that was good to see. Assists, 34-25. Obviously, the ball movement was good, and they were able to get the job done there and execute. Kept the turnovers low. 8 turnovers, leading to 16 Wizards points. Wizards, conversely, turned it over 13 times, leading to 16 Knick points. 12-16, the Knicks did lose the fast break battle, but I thought they did a good job of getting out in transition. Their transition defense still needs a little bit of work, but I think, when you're getting those long rebounds off the three, sometimes it compounds the issue. Compounds the issue there. Points in the paint. Knicks lost the points in the paint battle, 50-48. And I was wondering, why they weren't taking the ball to the basket as much, especially after last game they had so much success. When Valanciunas comes out the game, there's nobody there for the Wizards to really stop you from doing anything. But, they settled on taking the jumpers, and it is what it is. They got the job done. Largest lead for the Knicks, 21. Largest lead for the Wizards, 7 in this one, man.
Yeah, in this one, man, I'm looking at more so the rebounding battle just because this is the area that, on the season as a whole, they need to get better at. I know that Mitchell Robinson, we're still waiting on when he'll be returning, but I feel like he can help bolster that and help become that better rebounding team. You look at this game, man, it's just kind of even down the stretch. I mean, points in the paint, as you talked about, second chance points as well. Even when it came to fast break points, I know the Wizards won that one, but still was all close enough. The thing that is the biggest takeaway is going to be the rebounding, because I felt like when it came down to where it mattered most in the fourth quarter, that's when you're starting to see this team really put in that extra grit and that hustle to get the stops and to stop the Wizards from getting second chance opportunities. Well, the one that's going to stick out for this game is Josh Hart just flying in from the three-point line, soaring, grabbing the rebound, just flying above everybody. Then, like a wide receiver, tiptoeing the
Twinkle
baseline.
toes.
My man just decided to be like, Randy Moss out there. Then kicked it out to Precious, who then knocks down the three with a sidestep. I mean, that whole thing was just talk about in reverse. Your power forward's knocking down threes while your shooting guard is grabbing the boards. But that play right there will signify what the Knicks did in the fourth quarter to really shut the door on the Wizards, which is to out-hustle, out-rebound, and that's what they were able to do, man, in that one. That's the one that's going to stick out to me. Obviously, the passing, really good. It's just, honestly, man, when I watch just the Knicks, nothing makes me happier than seeing the hockey assist.
Yeah,
it's the pass leading to the pass. Yes, Josh Hart finding cutting Karl Anthony Towns or finding Mikal Bridges, that's all great. It's literally Brunson with the pocket passes or the bounce passes, finding one of those guys that leads to the second one that's even greater, because that is understanding where your teammates are going and what you're trying to accomplish in that set. So that stuff, love to see. But rebounding is definitely the one that sticks out to me tonight.
Good points, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. The key stats of the night brought to you guys by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And this time of year, guys, you got a lot of action to get in on, from the college football playoffs. You got basketball like the Knicks. Pro football playoffs starting to kick up without the Giants and Jets. You got pro hockey as well, almost 24/7. And here's a gift for new customers. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins, and that is once again through DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code KFTV. As you said, you bet $5, you'll get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, which is 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. My people up in Ontario, you got to come over the border to get in because it is void in Ontario. The bet must win to receive your reward. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. And for additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. Okay, let's get back to the phones. Upstate Knicks.
I'm sorry, I can only imagine someone from Ontario just rolling on through. Hold on, I got to
Let's go Detroit.
Wait a minute.
Go Detroit. Back to back to the crib. Yeah, roll across to Detroit and get back to it. Yes, sir. Shout out my guy Jamel texted me. He goes, yo, I was at Slate the other day and thought about the next Knicks event. When's the next one? Clinton Hall 36, man. This Friday. So make sure you guys go get your tickets. Free to get in, man. New Year's reunion, if you will, Al. Gonna be a good one. All right, upstate
fun.
Yeah, definitely. Upstate Knicks fan. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Upstate Knicks fan. Do we have upstate Knicks fan going once? Okay, we'll drop them off. Well, let's go to the Philippines. Carlo from the Philippines. How you feeling, man?
Hello.
Hey, how you feeling, man?
Hey, good day, mate.
Good day, man. Is it New Year's yet, or is it 2025 over there yet, man?
I'm in Australia right now. I'm staying at my cousin's place.
There you go.
In Sydney.
There you go. Enjoying that summer in Australia, man.
Yeah, it's pretty hot in here, but it's not that hot compared to the Philippines. But anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was confident that we are going to win this game, and we are much better defensively than the last time, and the ball was shared on the offensive side.
Yeah.
And I'm an undercover minutes police, and I'm satisfied with the minutes distribution so far.
Okay.
And I'm happy that Shaman is getting more minutes. And this last few games, including the Christmas game, I'm glad Mikal Bridges is picking it up, not only on the offense, but he is returning to his original defensive form, averaging 2 steals per game. So I'm looking forward for the Thunder game. Now that's the real test for us.
That's gonna be a big one, man. Gonna be box office. Looking forward to it. As you said, with the minutes police, all 5 starters except for Josh Hart under 40 tonight. Hey, send some champagne to Tibbs. Under 40 tonight. Look at us, man. Looking good. Carlo, what are you doing for New Year's down in Sydney, man? What's the New Year's plan down there, man?
Yeah, I'm staying here for up till the end of the New Year, but I'm not going to the harbor. It's pretty crowded there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just staying in my cousin's place.
I got you.
Then I'm gonna maybe pull out some barbecue and play basketball.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Low key, man. Low key vibes, man. I hear you, man. Well, enjoy it. Appreciate your support over this last year, man. 2024.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, Alex.
Yeah, man. You were a freaking caller, man. Appreciate the call and the gems, man. Good stuff.
Thank you.
All right, Carlo from the Philippines, Al. He was a good caller, man. He represented our Knicks fan international community very well. Thought he was a good caller, man.
He not only represents the Philippines very well, but he also is now in another country that represents Knicks Nation very well, Australia.
Yeah, we're heavy there. You know? Yeah, I think country-wise, I think Australia might have surpassed Canada in terms of and the Philippines, because Philippines was always number 2 when in the analytics. Yeah, Philippines, always heavy on the hoops. So especially on YouTube, they were number 2. In terms of where most of our viewers were country-wise. But I think Australia has overtaken them.
Makes sense why Canada has dropped off.
Yeah, we do.
No Iggy Brasdakis, I told him.
We do, man.
Iggy left, RJ left. Who we got back? Oh, look, even Iller left,
Yeah, Iller left, man. Yeah, he really took that trade personally, man.
Man, he's been up out of here. You haven't heard from him once.
He was a nightly caller, and once they traded RJ, you never heard from him again. Literally,
dude, he would call in supporting not only RJ but Iggy Brasdakis.
Yeah,
asking for Iggy minutes.
Yeah, he just dipped. But hey, call back anytime, man. We always leave the light on for our people, man. That's it. CP and Alex on the 1s and 2s. You heard from Carlo from the Philippines. Throw your cities wherever you guys are watching from. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, X. Instagram, wherever you guys watch from. Type in your cities, man. Rep your city, your state, your country. Let us know where you guys are tapping in from, and we will we'll shout you guys out, man. We'll definitely shout you guys out. So go ahead and do that. And while we do that, Al, let's get to the phone, show the people some love, man. Let's go to 774. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
CP, how you doing? Andre, calling from the Cape Cod kid.
Calling from the Cape. What's good, my guy? How you feeling, man? Good to hear you.
I'm feeling good. And again, 8th straight win.
Yeah.
You talked about it, 3rd in the power rankings. And what's been discussed a little bit before, the Knicks need to get serious, and they are, about this marathon, this race to the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Already noted, Cleveland has inserted themselves. Okay, Milwaukee, they can get them moving. Philadelphia, they can get them moving. Now, that's just me. That's just me. But we have these teams that is on the come up. Cleveland, Indiana, a little bit slipping, but I trust them. The Knicks, they got to keep his, and of course, the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic are also out there on the prowl to get into the conversation, which to start the year I had between the Knicks and Boston. Okay, but there's these other teams that are lurking that I just feel no games off. Okay, and we know, CP, that we have guys that's about that life. We talked about La Cosa Nova. I'm not getting deep into Ragu tonight. I'm not going to get into that tonight.
Okay.
But Mikal Bridges, we know he's going to be there night in and night out. We know Josh Hart is about that life. Jalen Brunson, okay, he could take a couple games off. We got to rest him. We know we're going to have to rest OG. But the fact of the matter, no games off for the Nova Knicks. You have to avoid Boston in the divisional round. Period. End of story. Stay the heck away from them for the divisional round. Set it up for the Eastern Conference Finals. In conclusion, got a couple other people need to get on check-in.
Yeah.
This rodeo trip now for the Knicks, that's where we need to. I'm not accepting any double-digit losses to the OKCs of the world, to the Houston Rockets, to the best of the West. The Knicks, you need to stand tall against this competition and get these W's, or I'll accept a couple close losses, but you have to show well when you're playing these other Western Conference powers. The West has kind of come up. The West is a little bit stronger. We got a couple teams that are, out of the mix, but the West is stacking up. A lot of teams have gotten their act together. Phoenix has gotten their act together with Coach Bud. Memphis has gotten their act together, bringing back Ja like they never missed a beat, and what MA is doing in Houston. So I need the Knicks to show well. The OKC, that'd be a great win because they're the kings of the West. But against these other teams, I like it.
It's go time.
When we get Yes, it's go time. I'm going to leave it there. Love the show. Thanks for taking the call.
Appreciate it, man. Have a happy new year. If we don't hear from you, it's Andre from the Cape. And rate that call in the chat, man. Andre says it's go time, man. All this, running it up on these lesser teams. It's nice to get into get into form and get some chemistry going out. But it's time to put up or shut up here. That's what Andre's saying, man. Not me. That's what Andre's saying.
From the Cape, Andre from the Cape.
Yeah, man. That's your territory, man.
Relax over there. I know you like to do that to me. I know you like to do that for me.
You New Englanders, man. Yeah. With your boats and your sailboats and your yachts and all that stuff.
First of all, I'm in the city, all right? I'm looking at concrete. I got the bodega by me, all right? I've got like 8 barbershops by me. That's where I live, all right? That's where I'm at in Boston. My man's probably somewhere out in Barnes.
Yeah, see, 8 barbershops. So you got resources.
Hey,
okay.
I got resources.
All right.
My man's out here on the Cape, he said, Boston.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah,
Sandwich.
Yeah,
he's hanging out by the boats.
He's by the boats, man.
My man's an hour and 15 on a good day for me.
Hey, listen, man, I'm ready, man. Starting with OKC, let's go.
I agree with him. Look, this is what I said. This is what I've been talking about on the show too, man. It's like we're now at the point of the season where there's like the first quarter, that's all about like starting to gel, figure it out. Second quarter, showing that you're a cohesive unit, right? Working on what you had to work in the first quarter. Now we're at that point of the season where we're looking at the schedule and we're saying, all right, these are the games we got to get up for and see where we're at. Where do we match up with OKC? Where do we match up with Memphis? Where do we match up with Cleveland and Boston? Because these are the type of teams. These are the teams that will get you ready for the postseason when it comes down to truly having to grind these games out and trying to win. All right.
Yeah.
These are not going to be easy games. This is not going to be what we saw against Orlando, where you're missing guys. We didn't get to face Orlando at their best. You took advantage of the schedule. You did your job. Now it's time to do another job, which is to say, this is where we stand amongst the entire NBA. Starts this Friday, man. So this new chapter starts this Friday.
Starts this Friday, indeed. And salute to the people in the chat. We got Damian Tucker checking in from DC. Shout out to Damian. If you're at the game, salute to you. We got JPG Codes, Al, Seoul, South Korea, checking in. We have Michael Drake checking in from Charlotte. Sobro Al, Tampa, salute. We got Elias Dante, longtime viewer of KFTV, checking in from Amsterdam. So they're up early over there, man. DJ Introvert checking in from Kingston, JA, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jamaica.
Shout out to Jamaica. I'm so Brooklyn, repping Jamaica and Trinidad. So he's repping Jamaica and TNT, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oscar Luong checking in from Hong Kong. He says he needed a VPN to watch the stream tonight. You know what it is? For some reason, and shout out to Vincent Huang checking in from Taipei. For some reason, like the default YouTube setting when you launch these live streams is to block the stream in some of our Asia Pacific regions. Hong Kong and things like Hong Kong. It's a couple. I don't know it offhand. So we have to always manually go in and change that. So sometimes, we forget to do that. So it's nothing personal to our friends over there, Nothing personal, man. You're always welcome here. And we'll make sure that switch is correct so that you guys can tap in. Al, anybody who you want to shout out in the chat, man?
I'm looking through the chat right now, seeing who we got.
Drew the Foo, salute to you. He's at the game. Salute. Okay.
You called out Vincent Huang from
yes.
Taipei? Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Let's just run it through, man, seeing what we got here.
Yep.
Jose trying to say that I'm from the Cape. I'm not from the Cape, guys. Relax, all right? Don't listen to what TM says. TM's trying to make me seem I'm more bougie than I am. I am just an average guy living out here, all right?
Man. From you quitting the show to you being the Cape, man, we just throwing all the misinformation out there, man.
Good God. Y'all making it seem like, who am I, man? Am I quitting the show or am I like Richie Rich? What am I doing, man? Am I Jeff Bezos? What am I doing out here?
Campaign going on right now, man. As they say.
Man. You got Young Rich from Rochester, upstate New York?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Let's see who else we got. King Bernard from Minneapolis. Shout out to you.
There we go. Salute, man. Happy New Year to everybody. Last one. The last one, bro. Man, we got a lot to this New Year's wrap-up show is going to be fantastic when we actually record it. Between now and tomorrow, it's gonna. I'm looking forward to it, man. A lot to reflect on and talk about when it came to everything that happened this year. So, looking forward to that, man. Okay, let's take a couple more calls before we wrap. 646. What's your name? Where you calling it from?
CP with a B, baby. Ty Clemmons.
Ty Clemmons checking in. Now, usually this year, he was part of the lunchtime live crew. He usually calls in. He's got his library voice on. It's usually much, much lower. Couple levels lower, like he's under the desk, running from the boss. Now he's sounding loud and clear in living color. Ty, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. First of all, Alex, like you, I was on vacation partying hard because it's my birthday this month.
Happy birthday,
but I'm
man.
Back.
Happy birthday.
A little bit ago. Thank you, fellas. But I'm going to jump out the window with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. Number one, I'm going a 60-piece for the season. Guaranteed for the Knicks.
Wow.
And the last one, I'm going to give my man his flowers because people kind of dump on him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm watching Thibodeau's moves. And I like the fact that each and every night is a different person doing it. And one thing I see with the Knicks is when three of our best is on, we could beat anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody, any night. I know the defense has to pick itself up, but I think it'll be a nice little shootout with the Celtics or any of these high-scoring teams if we get these guys on. And I love the way that he's resting Brunson.
Yeah.
That's going to be critical down the stretch. Love you guys. Happy New Year. I'm back.
Appreciate it, Ty. Well, I think two things, Al, in terms of the key for Brunson's rest. This year, it's been night and day in terms of the non-Brunson minutes, in terms of the offensive production that the Knicks are getting. Now, he's still up there in minutes. But he's still up there in minutes. But they can handle things without him because you're getting contributions from Hart. Towns gets in his takeover mode when Brunson's on the bench. You got Mikal playing the way he is. but Tibbs is still going to be Tibbs, man, I guess.
Nah, man, this is who he is as a coach. He's going to play his best players the most minutes, as like what most coaches typically do, man. I mean, unless you're, Budenholzer, who was limiting Giannis to like some nights on like 34 minutes. It all depends on your roster construction, right? And you talked about earlier in the show, the bench is not really there. And so Thibodeau has a higher threshold for what he wants from his bench or from his reserves in order for them to get more minutes. So he's going to rely on his starters. Brunson, though, I will say that it doesn't feel it has been as taxing as years past because, with Randall and Brunson, the offense difference because from both of them had to really work to get their shots. It was 10 times harder, and that's just kind of how it was. It worked. They were still a top 10 offense, but they had to really hunt for their shots and really work in isolation. Now, Brunson could just facilitate, man, and you have to honor Brunson, but he gets to choose when it's his turn to go, and you see it from the other Wizards game where he is needed to drop 55 and can easily do it against his team. Tonight, not so much. You had Cat, you had Josh Hart, you had other guys who were able to, work towards this victory where you don't really need to rely on him as much. And I think that is a great thing for him because, as we see, he knows when to turn it up. He knows when he can go get his. And so not needing him to do that on a night-to-night, on every single night, not even every single game, is going to be better for him for the long run, more so than it was in years past where it's like, all right, we really need Brunson because – while Randall was good at initiating the offense on some nights, he wasn't great. He wasn't as efficient as Brunson was. So for now, it's just like Brunson's still averaging 35 minutes, but it's like I feel like it's a different 35 minutes, right? Like when you watch the game, I don't know about you, but it's not feeling like, wow, he's really having to tax his body as he did in the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, doesn't have to force the issue all the time. Can turn it on, turn it off. But he has the. It just seems like he has his read on it is on point. Like, okay, I got to turn things up now. Like, we just don't have it collectively. But on a night like tonight where you see Hart's going, you take what the defense gives you, see how your teammates respond. If they're responding, hey, you're good to go.
And isn't that what you want from your point guard where he doesn't have to force the issue?
Right.
And so if he's doing that, then he's not only is he doing his job, but it also tells you how talented this team is offensively where you can rely on anybody else.
Yeah.
And that's why offensively, even at the start, like you look at this team on paper, like, oh, this team could be top 5 offense. You just don't know who's going to score 40. Was the Knicks just posted? You had 4 players right now this season post 40 points on different nights.
Yeah.
Right? 40 plus points on different nights. To have that luxury is different. But it's all going to come down to the defense. So we'll see how that works.
Pick your poison. Pick your poison, man. You know what works, though, Al?
What works?
This is a great segue by you, man. You always been good at these segues. You know what works? And I was wondering if we had to send you a re-up, if you needed a resupply. Skims.
Oh!
Yeah. Salute.
Here we go.
Salute to Skims, man. The official underwear partner of the NBA, as well as KnicksFanTV. Salute to our friends at Skims. Skims, this is Kim Kardashian's line here. She's partnered with the NBA. They now make men's apparel out, and that's activewear. You have underwear, you have boxer briefs, you have boxers as well, t-shirts, hoodies. Good line of apparel, but specifically for Skims, man, that boxer briefs are on point. I was never really, the biggest boxer brief guy. I was always a boxer guy. But you know what? With the Skims, man, they feel like those athletic tights, man. Like you're going out there and you're about to go play a game, like a basketball game or a football game. Those are what the Skims boxer briefs are like. And they come in a multitude of colors. They come in multiple colors. Great material. And like I said, you're very flexible in it, man. So you can hoop. You can work out. If you're into cycling, you could do your cycling thing. All premium quality products, all premium quality materials. And shout out to our friends at Skims, man. And for you guys at home, man, check out the Skims collection. And once you make a purchase, they're going to send you a post-purchase survey. You just let them know that CP the Franchise. You click on podcast in terms of how you found out about him, and just let them know that CP the Franchise, Alex Rotaros, and the good people at KFTV sent you, man. Boxer Breeze, Val.
Yeah, man. Look,
yeah. Do you need a re-up? I was asking. Do you need?
Hey,
need
man. If you want to send more my way, it's great.
All right.
You know, I appreciate them. I like them. They're fantastic. You want to talk about lightweight, breathable?
Yeah.
All right. Gives you good support. What more do you want? And look, I like them. I recommend them. And you talked about you use it for look, if you're walking out of the house, you're like, you have to have dedicated briefs for whatever, man.
Yeah. Well, I was going to remind you to take some on your trip. I didn't know, man. You
didn't have to, man. You didn't have to. I took them, all right?
Okay.
I took them. Fun fact, Jamaica now has a solid pickleball facility, man, where they got 8 courts. Yeah. So if you want to go out to Kingston and play some pickleball,
there you go.
For all those people out there who wants to travel. Skims came to the rescue.
There you go. So you were in the yard playing pickleball, rocking your Skims.
There you go.
And thriving.
There
you go, man. You don't got to tell me twice.
In 80-degree weather.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
90% humidity, I still felt comfortable.
Sure. And, like I said, the hoodies, sweatshirts, tanks, pajamas, socks, a lot of good stuff, man. Shout out to them. They're doing the damn thing. Very successful company right now and keeping us laced with quality products. So shout out to Skims. Once again, you make your purchase. They ask you how you heard about them. Click on podcast and let them know that KFTV sent you. Okay. It's paying the bills. Do things. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hello.
Yo, what's good, man? How you feeling, man?
What's up, CP? What's up, Alex?
Good. How
CP,
you feel, bro? Yo.
Don't think I forgot about you. Now, I've been waiting for Alex. Alex was on vacation, so I had to wait because you got everybody out here. Every time they see me now, do things. You gotta relax. You got all my friends and family wrecking me. That's all they telling me for the past week.
Yeah.
What I want is something bigger. What I want is a championship.
Okay.
And I'm saving everyone the heartbreak. I'm in the middle of cooking steaks right now. I had to come defend myself.
At 11 o'clock.
CP
at 11 o'clock.
telling me at 11 o'clock we don't sleep. CP telling me I gotta relax. Don't panic. Alex is my number one witness. This is the guy who jumped out the window game 2 of the playoffs, telling me to relax and we can't panic. See, Alex is my witness. We want a championship. I'm saving people the heartbreak. So I sit back, wait for Alex to, be a witness. And then long and behold, every day, all I hear is callers after the game about to have a heartbreak talking about, this was a close one. Oh my God, this is that. Everybody's stressing. What I want is something bigger. What I want is for us to not look back at all these moves we made and be ashamed and look like all these other teams, and the reason why I waited, 1 for Alex and 2 is because on Wednesday, this is another test. This is another test. Yeah, we went 8 in a row since I've called in. To be honest, I'm jacking all the credit. Yeah. Brunson said it on Twitter. We got to stay consistent. I'm jacking it. It wasn't my super chat that got him on the 8-game run. And to be honest, all jokes aside, this next game this is a true test, because the reason why I was not upset but not impressed is because we went all in. We went from CP putting on the fatigues before preseason to now next year we in championship contentions. Yeah. So we shouldn't be all hyped and excited when we have these games that we should win, because the next game we come out, don't have the same consistency, and everybody's crying, want to jump out the window for a bad reason. We don't want that. So we're trying to keep everybody in the window till we can all jump out together. Now, Wednesday is the big test. Wednesday is the next get serious game, I will call it. The next game that no one can come in lacking, that we have to show people this is who we are. We're not joking when we beat these teams, because sometimes they lollygagging, and that's all I want. All I'm asking for is for consistency. I'm asking for consistency from a team that's number 1 in offense, number 1 in defense. None of that's going to matter. Like when CP says, when it's money time, it's not going to matter if we joking around and not taking it serious. So these are the games that we got to come out and win, because we should win. the same way we play those lower echelon teams, and those are the teams that we come out and these are the quote unquote teams to beat. This is the NBA. Anybody can get beat on any day basis. So we need to take care of the teams that are on the bottom. And when we come into this team, we need to tell ourselves this is who we are and not play games. So Wednesday will be the test.
Okay.
And if Wednesday they play games, y'all will be hearing me hearing from me again. Salute, salute, salute.
Right.
3 capital S, J Boogie, where you at? I'm out.
All right, we're going to let you get back to burning them steaks up, man. 11 o'clock at night, my man is burning steaks on the stove. My guy, man, he sounds nervous, bro. I mean, you know what? I want to we got over 2,000 people in the chat. You guys be the judge. Rate that call in the chat. I don't want to judge my guy do things. I might be biased. I'll let you guys go. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. Is it tomatoes or does do things have a point? Some of you guys are like that. I'm not impressed. We beat the Wizards. Yeah. He sounds nervous, man. What do you think, Al?
Man, we supposed to be chilling, having fun.
Yeah.
Knicks are on an 8-game winning streak.
I get it,
man. I get it. Look, it's a soft part of the schedule. You want to see them go against the best. You want to see that we're going against Boston. We're going against OKC. We're going against Memphis, the Cavs, and we knocking guys out. Hey, man, we're going to see that test right now. It starts this week.
Starts now.
I know why you chose Wednesday, though. The Utah Jazz, they embarrassed you.
Yes.
Are you angry?
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a Knicks team, are you angry that you got embarrassed out in Utah by a Jazz team that's not that good? But I hear where Dude Things is coming from. It doesn't sound like he's nervous. He just has high expectations. You know, I think that's what he has at this point. He has high expectations for this team, and he wants to see this team fulfill their destiny of getting a championship and going down the canyon of heroes. Man, that's what he wants to see.
I get that. I totally get it, and they're making ketchup out of him in the chat. Man.
Hey,
he might want to put that on the steaks, man, because
you might need to add a little bit, some other things to create some barbecue sauce or whatever you want to do with the steaks.
You know, I mean, my guy, like he sounds like he's over there soiling his Skims up over there. Come on, do things, man. Are you a New York Knicks fan or what, man? Now he can't handle the cardiac Knick games. This is who we are. This is what we're about. It's about the cardiac affair. No, it can't be pretty. It's got to be gritty. Right, Al? Isn't that what we say?
Hey, if you're not having a pacemaker.
Look at this shirt. This shirt is from like 3 years ago. New York Grit. That's what it's about. New York versus the world. New York versus the world. I mean, come on, man. This guy's ready to panic. It's only December. It takes time. It takes time. Right now, this team is trending in the right direction. You got 4 different Knick players dropping 40 on you. They're serious. They're dangerous offensively right now. This is a dangerous team offensively. Defensively, while the competition has not been the greatest, this is the NBA, though. Right? And as we've seen, you can get knocked off any day.
Any day.
Any day. Look at what Orlando's doing to teams still without their 2 guys.
Dude, they got 20 wins.
They're still winning. So this Knick team, they're capable. They can beat anybody. And I think they will be ready. Number 1 hardest schedule, whatever it is. As long as they stay healthy, I think they're going to be fine.
Hey, that health is a big part of it.
Health is big.
But I also understand. I hear what you're saying, CP, and I'm all for the fun and all that. But I also understand of like the expectations. At the end of the day, I feel like this is where it all comes down to. Gotta understand how to live in the future and in the present.
Okay.
We understand what we want in the future, but we gotta watch the journey unfold too. It's a little bit. This is the fun part, man.
It's about the
ups
journey
and downs and everything that goes through it. But I get the expectations. You want to see this team, like I said, be able to climb to the top of the mountain and do it all. I get it. I understand it, man. And look, CP, I can't blame some of the fans if they have these high expectations, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you look at a front office that just made 2 big blockbuster trades this offseason, and you get all the hype saying you have one of the best starting 5s in the league by media, fans, everybody. I get that. So if they're getting the hype, they want to see it come to fruition. So I understand the expectation. But we got to enjoy what's going on during the season, man.
Gotta enjoy
We gotta enjoy. The whole part of the season too So use that imagination and be like, what could this team be once we get to the mountaintop or once we get to the postseason and what it all looks like? So I get it, man. I get it. I truly understand. And shout out to Rick V. He says, hashtag save the stakes.
Save the
taking a break to
steaks,
call.
man. Save the steaks.
How are you walking away from the stove cooking steaks?
What's your favorite cut of steak, Sal? Let me take this off the rails a little bit. What's your favorite cut of steak?
Do you like a good skirt steak?
Yeah, good skirt steak for brunch is fire. Good, good skirt steak and eggs.
Yep.
Shout out Zachariah Hughes. Zachariah, salute to you, man. He just copped some merch. So I just got to update. Shout out Zachariah. Go ahead.
Obviously, filet is always nice, man. If it's cooked well, if it's tender.
A good filet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ribeye.
You like ribeye?
All day. Ribeye all the way. Yeah. Ribeye all the way. Could be plain. Skirt steak, give me a little chimichurri, but you got to do the chimichurri right. All chimichurri is not made equal. If you go to a spot and the chimichurri's bad, you had a bad steakhouse.
T-bone?
I'm ribeye.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll split a porterhouse with you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can go for it.
Yeah. I'll go with a porterhouse.
Porter's really good too.
Yeah. Ribeye, man. I need the ribeye. If I'm not that hungry, I'll bust down a filet, though. Like a little 6 ounce. You know what I mean? A little like 8 ounce.
It's just costly, man. You know, I get a steak for it's got to be a special occasion.
Special occasion. Special occasion, man.
Can't go out there and start just.
Yeah.
My man saying he's cooking steaks. I love it. How many days are you buying steak out of the week, my guy?
Yeah. Shout out to Dude, man.
I might have to start hanging out with you a little bit more often than when you're cooking steaks at 11 p.m. at night. What's going on here?
We should set up a steakhouse affair. In the city. Private room, you know what I'm saying? With some scotch and we got to sort that out. We got it. That's a good idea. Watch party event, watch party. And you know who's going to sponsor it? I got the guy. I got the person who's going to sponsor it. He just arrived in the chat. Perfect, on time. A $20 super chat from Mr. Friday Night Knicks, Robert Randolph. He says King Julius had great games last night. Knicks defense will get better when Mitch gets healthy right before trade deadline and the trade with Utah is finalized. Okay, so he's trying to get Mitch out of there. He's throwing Mitch rumors out there. Blockness, if you listen, this is coming from Robert, man. We didn't sign this one. Robert Randolph out. That's it. Hosted by Robert Randolph. Stakes on Randolph. All them Grammy Awards and all of that he's flashing. And he owes us. He owes us, man. He owes us friendship fees, all of that, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. Robert Randolph, you owe us another call, too. I mean, how many times has he called in?
He called
twice?
in like one time. He called in one time.
One didn't work out, I feel like. Didn't he call him once and it didn't work out and then he tried another time?
Sergeant Sources. The tab is on Sergeant Sources, man. We'll set it up.
Sources tell me that Robert Randolph will not pay for this.
Listen, man. He's got access to the MSG corporate card. I know he does. Him and Dolan are tight. He's got that expense account. Let's get it cracking.
I see him sitting in Dolan seats.
Yeah,
all right?
You've seen that.
He's there.
Yeah. You see him. He's there on the baseline every once in a while. Eavesdropping on the bench. You know? Auditing and whatnot. Yeah, shout out to Randolph, man.
G5 Wee's asking about Clyde's. Clyde's is not open anymore, man.
Nah. And shout out to Clyde, man. They gave Clyde the ill vacation. He's probably in St. Croix, like, swimming laps in his backyard, man. Clyde hasn't worked in months. Shout out to Clyde, though.
Well, I'm just
give him a good time off, man.
Out on the island,
Yeah, they got Crawford and JC's done a good job while you were away. Han's doing the damn thing. So yeah, we got good coverage, man. Clyde is probably just cooling back at St. Croix.
And Breen's always still working. Breen's doing his thing.
Breen is always on the grind. So Solo's always on the grind too, man. Mm-hmm. Okay. What else we got? All right, let's take one more on the Discord, one more on the phones. On the phones, let's go 717. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
Yo,
Yep.
peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Handsome, Ice Handsome, one and only CC franchise.
Let's go. Franchise. No R. What's good, man? How you feel?
Yeah, I said franchise.
Okay.
Man.
All right. There we go. What's good?
Yeah. Fact, we did that. We needed that one, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. That was great, man. Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. We needed that. The triple dub. Oh yeah, you smoked that Wizard pack back to back. Let's get it. Hey, and you know what's crazy? Tell him he can relax, man. We gonna be all right, B. We gonna be
Yeah. You
all
talking
right,
about do
man.
things, man. He sounded like he was panicking over there, man. He's panicking.
Yeah, man. You panicking a little bit. It's all right, do things. Remember, we came a long way. Yesterday's Knicks is not today's Knicks.
That's a fact.
Fact, Joe. You know. I mean, look. Remember, we had to rely on ISO Zoe, Galloway, Moutier. We got to get this kid right. If we ain't got to go through that no more, know what I mean? Them same caliber players. Now, look at our rookies. We ain't even letting them play, but they look where they at. They got it. So I ain't gonna hold you. Tonight was a good night because Tibbs played the kids. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love when Tibbs play the kids.
Yeah.
Necessary.
100%, man.
And just like you said too, to back you on that, with the Mitch come back, all them teams that we did have a little issues with, we ain't gonna really be having that. Now I mean that's because them double bigs and all that. We just put the little fast one down. I mean they gave us a little something more than we expected, but nah, we ain't gotta even get all nervous and all that. Like peep this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got. I remember the other day when I came up, I was like, Hart needs to be on a bench. That's because if we had Hart off the bench, imagine what our bench is. Now, I mean, I don't like to compare and contrast, but he's our Westbrook in a way, man. He don't even get that much time, but he getting triple doubles like he don't have the ball in his hand like Westbrook do. But he getting triple doubles out there, man. We always overlook our players, man. We be overachieving. They be overlooking us, though.
Yeah.
From 2021. Look, we was playing 5-on-2 the whole time. We only had 2 players. They ain't have to guard they ain't have to guard Peyton. They ain't even have to guard Bullet. They'd run out there because he's the only shoot. So once you get up on there and press up on that player, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
We ain't got to worry about that now, B. It's a whole different wave, man. I'm excited. It's a new year, man.
Ice
Happy
Handsome.
New York Knicks year,
Let's go, man. What you doing for New Year's, man? What's your New Year's plans? Ice Handsome, man. What you doing, man?
Look, man, I fast forwarded. I can't wait to get to that Knicks watch party, man.
Let's go.
I'm anticipating for that one, man.
Let's go.
Like, facts. Our next games, man. I'm just ready for it, man. That's what it is, man.
There it is, man. We'll pull up on us on Friday. We'll see you there. Ice Handsome on the check-in, Al. That's all I got, man. Ice Handsome. I just let him go, man. You know, he has his own segment now. Ice Handsome, man. This is his time, man.
There you go. Hey, look, and he had a point, man, where you gotta look. This is if you're looking at the present and the future, you gotta look at the past and where you've come from, right? Talk about the dark days of the Knicks, where you're relying on Emmanuel Mudiay, Frank Ntilikina. ISO's catching a lot of strays, but
yeah. Shout out to ISO, man. He's a friend of the program.
He's got points, man. What we had to watch in order to get here, wasn't so pretty. Mario Hezonja.
Super Mario. Yeah, we come a long way, man. Come a long way. Shout out to Zach Einhorn. Welcome to the franchise channel members. He just joined. Shout out to Zach, Al. Salute to Wayne Pitt. $10 super chat says we have to beat the teams we are supposed to beat. Also, we have a championship window. Can't overreact during the first season, which is going very well. Okay. Definitely agree with that. Ryan Animal, Chuck D. Al, $10 super chat says, welcome back, Alex. Tibbs and JB playing chess on a checkerboard. The championship Knicks stats were meaningless. Connection and communication. Stay strong right now. Headed to OKC, repping KFTV. So let's fam show go. All right, so the OG's headed there. Are you headed to the game, OG? Are you headed to the game?
I hope he is, man.
Yeah.
Come on. You know how OKC likes to rock out too, in that sea of like sky blue.
Yeah, they kind of stole our colors a little bit. You know, I didn't like how the NBA did that.
Wow, the orange and blue out
there,
man.
Give them the Brooklyn colors, man. Give them like a little black and white thing, man. The little orange and blue like offshoot. I didn't really like that rebrand.
And you see what they like to do, how they like to add, we'll add a little bit of yellow to this, so it's a little different.
Yeah, that was the little thing that they try to make it non-Knick like.
Yeah.
Still knock off. But they're a good team, man. Shout out to them.
Shout out to Hart had to go from one orange and blue to another one.
He did. He liked the colors, man. Roman 05, $5 super chat. Al says NBA having viewership issues. Not the Knicks. We travel and lock in always. Even my wife, who was a Heat fan, came over to the right side. Shout out to you, man. She's a keeper. Shout out to you. Yeah. Shout out to Iris Miller. She joined the franchise channel members as well. Al, shout out to Iris. Okay, I think we got everybody. So let's wrap up on the phone on the Discord with the Knicks Fix. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Knicks Fix.
CP, Alex, what up, guys?
How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? Yo, there's a lot going on tonight. It's hard to follow, man. Skims, a guy jacking it while eating steaks. It's a lot, bro.
Yeah, one of those, man. Yeah, man. Good, man.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, man. Last time I called into something's up with the Discord. I think the mic is muted, but whatever, man. So tonight, just 3 things. I got to give you your props, CP. I don't think I want Precious in that starting lineup, bro. Yeah, I don't want Precious in the starting lineup.
You got a triple-double in your starters, man.
Exactly, man. Like 5 points and 4 rebounds in 19 minutes. I don't know, man. Precious killing me, bro. But other than that, JB, I noticed like exactly what Alex said, man. Like he picks his spots. Like I'm noticing what he does in the first half of these games is tries to see if I should get these guys going, and then if they're not, he calls his own number. And that's tough to do because that means you got to turn it on, turn it off as fast as it comes, you know? Yeah. And then the last thing is, man, bro, watching Cat play, the dude drops 30 points so efficiently.
Beautiful.
You you look up the dude, like in the span of like 2-3 minutes, he's got 7 straight. That's totally different from watching Julius play, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Anyway, I just wanted to say, like, I know you guys got a lot of fans from like Jamaica, Trinidad, but you got a lot of Guyanese people in Queens watching you too, man. So
yeah, true indeed, man. Big up everybody in Queens Village. Of
yeah,
course.
That's very much.
Yeah, I know where you at. Come on, man.
But yeah, man. I'm gonna come through on Friday, so I'm gonna see you guys for the first time.
Please do, man. We'll chop it up. It's gonna be a great time. Hopefully, we got a lot of new people coming in, man. Eric L. Beats on the 1s and 2s. We give away merch every quarter. We do prizes and whatnot. Good food at Clinton Hall. So we pick good venues for you guys to rock out and have a good time, man. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to it. Rolling from Queens, man. All right, man. You guys have a good night, right?
All right. Appreciate it, man. I know where my peoples is at, Al. If we be out here, man. Across the boroughs, we know what's up, man. We know where
that
our
was a little
pockets
too precise, though, CP. A little too precise.
Come on, man.
A little too precise.
Well, man, listen, there's only 2 places he could be: the Queen Village or Richmond Hill. That's it. Or somewhere in Brooklyn. That's just it.
Jamaica Queens, are you in the chat? Are you being offended right now?
Look, man. You see all these whiskers in here, man. It's wisdom, Al. It's wisdom. There's a lot of living in there, man.
Yeah, I see a little bit of gray coming through, man.
A little bit. By the day, bro. But yeah, that's it, man. Just old, wise, and handsome. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we got to get it down.
Because I'm out here, like, not in New York, so I can't catch the MSG broadcast every single time when you're through League Pass. They got to fix that, man. Got to fix that where I can listen to my home broadcast wherever I am. So I don't have to be subjected to other broadcasts. Although I do like tapping in a little bit. Like, I do like switching between, the broadcasts to hear what the other teams, play-by-play announcers and their color commentators are saying. But today was NBA TV, which is, their glorified national television.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to the conversation of, should Josh Hart come off the bench? And I'm like, guys, we are like over 30 games in. This topic, if you follow any other, or if you not any other, if you come to KnicksFanTV and you tune in, we've been discussing this way too long. All right, way too long. The answer's no, man. They're talking about needing a spark off the bench. You need a spark in that starting rotation.
Well, here's what Tibbs is gonna do. He's gonna give everybody what they want. He's gonna have them start and play with the bench and close the game. So you're going to get 40-plus minutes a night regardless.
You know why? Because we can't rely on the bench.
Because you can't rely on the bench. So everybody's going to win. The starter, people who say you should start, the people who say you should come off the bench, and maybe that's what we saw tonight. You know, trying to find a spark for that bench unit, a good 5. Usually that was like kind of Mikal's spot. But tonight you saw Josh Hart kind of thrive in that spot, or survive, if you will, helping the team survive. So yeah, that's what Tibbs is going to do. He's going to run it up, and he's going to play everywhere. Point guard, shooting guard, all 5 positions. Start, close.
Josh Hart may not think he's a center, but let me tell you, that man's a center in disguise.
That's right. That's right. Okay, back to our guy's question. New Year's resolutions for the Knicks squad. New Year's Knicks solution, Al. If you had to pick one, what would it be? And Malcolm M. Put some respect on his name. Malcolm M. franchise channel member.
Shout out to Malcolm M. We had one caller earlier today say they'd like to see the Knicks get out of the slow starts. Defense, man. I want to see this team for a New Year's resolution not pick and choose when they want to play defense. I get that it's an 82-game season, but you got to build good habits now. We're at that part where we're like, before you know it, All-Star break is here. Like, January is literally in 2 days. Like, it's not even midnight yet. 2 days until January 1st. I want to see this team start building some good habits defensively. Because shout out to my guy Law Murray, friend of the program. Sure, when we play the Clippers, we're gonna bring him on the show. He wrote a good article for The Athletic, man, and he looked back to 2000 and looked at teams that have won the NBA championship.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing he's talked about, which has been discussed, is that you need a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense.
That's a fact.
And so there's 3 outliers, right? Nuggets being one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers, 2001 Lakers. Yep, 2001 Lakers. And I forget the other team, but
I think
there
it
were
was
3
9-5
outliers.
Rockets.
It was. And so he looked at those teams, and for the Nuggets, what was interesting is that after the first 25 games, they were actually the 7th best defensive rating wise. So they actually did have a top 10 defense, but because of the entire season they started off so poorly, they didn't have a high rated defense. With the Lakers, he talked about how Derek Fisher, missed most of that season, returned, and then you had your solid point of attack defender back again. For the Knicks, I know you had like an easy December, but I really need to see that defense now take it up because you're going to be facing more challenging teams. And so if you're going to be that championship contender, I want to see you get into that top 10 defense so that way we can believe what we're seeing with our eyes. Offense, we know it's there. You got that. You're honestly there. Even like some nights, or even throughout parts of the game, it doesn't even look that gelled, but they still go out there and outperform. And I only expect that offense to get much better as the season progresses, and once we get to the postseason. But defensively, I want to see them get into the top 10 and be that, stingy Tom Thibodeau defense, just so I know that they can get to being a championship caliber team.
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head with the defense. I definitely agree with you there. And those points that Law made is kind of why stats, yes, are important, but you kind of have to, the context is very important.
You have to
look
watch,
at the
man.
stats. You got to watch. And stats, a lot of times it could capture a point in time. Like case in point right now, over these last 8 that the Knicks have played, they're probably number 2 in defense. And then if you look at it right now, where are they in the season as a whole? They're 15th or middle of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to provide the context, right? Like, should it be benefit? Did they benefit from the schedule? Sure. Are they playing better defensively? Yes. So I think it's somewhere in the middle. We'll find out. We'll find out come Friday and beyond just where they are. I would say for me, definitely defense, and I'll go with something else just for discussion's sake. Bench. Very Even important. Though when you get to, especially when you get to Tips playoffs, that rotation is going to be very, very tight.
It might be 5 at this point.
It might be 5 at this point. It might be 5 when we get to the playoffs. But just what do they see there in the bench? What does Leon see there in the bench? Will they go for an upgrade at the expense of someone who's already here, like a Mitch or Precious or Campaign? What do they see there? Can we get better from within? Are there good bench pairings with starters that will elevate the bench? Right? Tonight it was Josh Hart. Is it Mikal Bridges? Is it Karl Anthony Towns? Like, how is Tibbs going to stagger those minutes to make sure that the bench just isn't out there getting exposed? I think that's going to be key. Right now, they're in a little bit of a slump, obviously, but, they're going to break out of it. You can't expect to hold Deuce down for too long. Campaign will certainly have, he's an erratic player. He's going to have his highs. He's going to have his real highs and real lows. See what's up with Shamet and then Mitch. So there's just a lot of question marks as it relates to this bench in terms of their productivity. Will they get more minutes as the season progresses? Will they get stronger defensively once Mitch comes back? So I'm going to go with the bench. Worst bench in the league right now. And, you don't want to see that have a negative impact as these guys try to get to April, because that's the point. You want to be playing well going into April and be healthy. Fresh as possible.
This is true. These are all true facts. I like that. I like working on the bench. Did you check the numbers today? Because that was pretty on point.
Which?
For your numbers about the defensive rating.
Bro, I do research.
I'm just asking.
I am just a conductor, man. But like,
hey, man, I'm just saying. I'm just because Well, I didn't see anything on that side of the paper.
Well, yeah, that's because
there we go. Now we go.
Amidst this chicken scratch, I got my top 10 of the year. Look at this. Here we go. Bench 60.9 per game.
Look at that. There. CP's hanging out with pen and paper.
Right here, man. That's what we do in the number one show for the fans, by the fans. We're not just talking over here, all right? Value, Alex.
That's what we try to bring on a night-to-night basis.
Yeah.
But to your point, though, defensively, Knicks, 14th right now in the league. Through the last 8 games, they're number 2 defensively on this 8-game winning streak.
See?
But, yeah, and to your point for context, got to watch. Because if you just went by, they're number 2, and you didn't say, hey, this is who they played, changes a little bit. Changes a little bit about that defense.
Changes.
For sure. Now, I do want to pull up the bench because I haven't had a chance to look at the bench, but I do want to see where this bench ranks for the advanced numbers. And good God, that is awful. Wow. That is a drastic difference.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think they are offensive rating?
Number-wise?
For the bench, yeah. Where do they rank offensive rating-wise?
Oh, rank?
Yes. For the bench now.
Gotta be last.
They are last.
Yeah.
Now, where do you think they rank for defensive rating?
I mean, because they're not even playing for so long. 20?
Number 1.
Really?
Number 1 defensive rating for the bench.
Wow.
Number 30, dead last for offensive rating.
Wow.
Their net rating comes out to 8. And that's why I tune into the show, for fun facts.
There you go.
And breaking it down.
Fun facts and breaking it down, man. Well, great show. Good stuff, man. I thought we really got after it. The last one of 2024. Great show, Al. Great show, all the mods. Great show, Chuck D. Safe travels to OKC. Bring us back a win. Great show, all of our producers. Tyler Gamba. Daniel. Shout out CK2K on the play-by-play. Remember to support our sponsors, man. Manscaped.com. Shout out to DraftKings. Use our code KFTV. Bet $5 for $150 in bonus bets. Shout out to Skims.
90 seconds.
Go out there and make a purchase at Skims and let them know that CP and KFTV sent you. What else we got here? Don't forget about the watch party on Friday. Those of you in the tri-state area, pull up on us. Clinton Hall 36. Let me make sure I have all my super chats read here. Shout out to everybody supporting, man. Nikki Pipes, $100 super chat. Shout out to Nikki Pipes, man. Absolutely. Shout out to the Knicks chick, Al. She's a little under the weather, man. So everybody in the chat, big up the Knicks chick. She's a little under the weather, man. She just texted me. She goes, is that my pen that you're holding there? So You know, as an educator, man, she keeps a good stock of supplies. But no, this is from her company here, Courtside Math. Remember, you guys on the other telecast and the other postgame shows telling you guys about the middle school math flashcards. So if you guys have kids in the school system, in the middle school system, especially 6th, 7th, 8th grade, man, check out courtsidemath.com to get your math flashcards. Excellent math resources to get you ready for your state exams, your final exams, your regents, you name it, man. Al, what's your New Year's plans, man?
Well, salute to the Knicks chick. I hope she gets better and definitely get those cars once my son reaches. I got some ways to go, CP. I know you got a few years ahead of me on that in that department.
Yeah.
But when I get there, I will be getting flashcards because we are need to make sure that our kid understands math in this household. But what was the question? What's my New Year's resolution?
No, what are you doing for New Year's? I mean, you doing anything planned? So
keeping it simple, man. Look, I just traveled. I'm trying to catch up on sleep, man. You know, for all you who have never traveled with a 15-month-old, it is the Olympics. All right, you are running around, sitting down, getting back up, chasing this child. All right, my son does not like to sit still. He is very busy. He likes to touch everything, play with everything. You're running around all over the place. All right, so while it was fun to see everybody and I enjoyed it, I need a vacation from that. So I will be resting on New Year's Eve. All right, and Happy New Year's to everybody, and hope everyone is happy and healthy, and I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season. CP, what are you doing, though?
I'll be working on our 2024 year and wrap up, man. That's it. Now, we got to keep it low-key this year, man. You know, sometimes you go out and you go party here, go party there, but nah, man, just really relax, enjoy the family, watch the ball drop, take it slow. Reflect on a good year, give thanks for a good year, give thanks for, life, health of my family, my friends, all of that. Just really take it slow and enjoy it, man. That's it.
Hey, man, sometimes you just need to, ease it back a little bit.
Recharge
the battery.
Recharge.
Man. Life moves fast, man, and as you get older, and if you start, especially have children.
Yeah.
Especially...
Yeah.
The one thing I will say, I don't know if you look at it like this. I look back and I'm like, in my 20s, I'm like, what was I doing with my time? I always thought I was like, oh man, I'm so busy. I look back now, I'm like, damn, I have to be more efficient with every second I got out of my day,
You're wishing
man.
for time. You're wishing for more time. Yeah, that's it, man. So that's why I try to take it as slow as possible. Sundays, holidays, I just try to take it easy, man. Enjoy the family, So.
Got to, man.
Yes, sir. There it is, man. Well, salute to everybody in the chat once again, man. Hey, we got a lot of content already made. We got a lot of content on the way. So for you guys that are tapping in with us, man, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the other side in 2025, man. Great show. We out of here, man. Peace.